In August, we went on a 14-night Norwegian fjords and Arctic cruise on Celebrity Apex. We visited 9 ports, 8 in Norway and 1 in the Netherlands. Wherever possible, we crafted our own excursions. I will share with you what we did at each port in my upcoming videos, including money-saving tips. Be sure to hit subscribe button, turn on notifications so you won't miss any of them. Cruising the North Sea in August is generally one of the best times for calmer seas and better weather, as it's peak summer, but it's never guaranteed to be perfectly smooth. We lucked out with calm seas and bright sunny weather during our first sea day. Welcome to Stavanger, Norway, often referred as the Edge of Norway, a city where ancient sagas meet modern charm. Dramatic North Sea coastline meets majestic fjords and towering mountains. I'm so excited to take you on a self-guided journey today, showing you how to unlock the magic of this port without a guided tour. Trust me, it's easier and more rewarding than you think. Our day started bright and early, just before 8 a.m., right here at the cruise terminal situated across from Old Stavanger. No need for expensive taxis or crowded tour buses just yet. Despite being the 4th largest city in Norway, Stavanger is incredibly walkable, with the city center and various tourist sites taking no longer than 20-minute walk. The Orange Tourist Information Center is located right next to the cruise port and is where you can book your excursions. For popular tours like Pulpit Rock Bus Transfer or Fjord Cruise, you should definitely book in advance. For a fraction of the cost, you can book the transfer for your hike here. 3 companies offer Lysefjord cruises with varying routes, schedules, and price points. Booking direct requires prepayment in Norwegian kroner. If you want to cancel, you will lose out on the foreign exchange. Get Your Guide offers cruises from the first 2. With Get Your Guide, you don't have to pay up front, pay in your local currency, and still enjoy the 24-hour cancellation policy. If you don't have anything particular in mind, you will find providers offering various fjords, hiking, and city tours along the waterfront near the port. As you can see, rib safaris are super popular too. We're heading to Fargegaten, or Color Street, and you'll quickly see why it earned its name. Isn't this just delightful? Every single house here is painted a different, cheerful color. It's like stepping into a rainbow. Fargegaten used to be just another street, but local hairdresser Tom Chorsvik had the brilliant idea in the early 2000s to paint all the buildings in these vibrant hues. And just like that, it transformed into one of Stavanger's most iconic and Instagrammable spots. It's totally free to wander, soak in the atmosphere, and grab some stunning photos. Come early like we did to avoid the crowds and get those perfect, unobstructed shots. For our next destination, the Three Swords, we took Stavanger's public bus operated by Columbus. The system is highly efficient, cashless, and zone-based. The buses are newer and very clean. For most tourists visiting the city center and nearby, you will only need a Zone 1 ticket. Note that drivers generally do not accept cash, and if they do, a significant on-board surcharge is added. One single ticket costs 45 Norwegian kroners, or NOK, and is valid for 60 minutes, including transfers. In other words, you can hop on and off different buses as long as your last boarding is within that hour. I used the N-Tour app to buy my bus tickets. It is the official national travel planner for Norway. It is highly recommended for cruise travelers because it works in almost every Norwegian city: Oslo, Bergen, Stavanger, Tromsø, Trondheim, etc., saving you from downloading local apps for every stop. Do note that the ticket activates immediately upon purchase, unless you specify a different start time. Or you can select a Start Later option and set it to activate right before you plan to board the bus. Plus, the app shows real-time location of the bus. You can buy it a few minutes before the bus arrives to protect you in case the bus is delayed, and you won't waste your 60-minute window. Once on board, there's no need to scan the QR code for your ticket. You only need to show it to a ticket inspector upon request.
About a 10-minute stroll from the bus stop through beautiful suburban landscape, we found ourselves standing before the magnificent Sverd fjell, the Three Swords, or Swords in Rock monument. This is more than just a cool photo op, it's a powerful symbol of Norwegian history. The swords commemorate the legendary Battle of Lysefjord, which took place in the fjord around 872. Before that, Norway was run by several kings, and looting between kingdoms and rival factions were common. King Harald Fairhair wanted to put a stop to these. It was believed that it was here where he fought his naval battle and defeated his rival petty kings and united Norway into a single kingdom. Yet, the monument's true meaning is beautifully counterintuitive. The largest sword represents the victorious King Harald, while the two smaller ones represent the defeated petty kings. The hilts are modeled on swords found in different parts of the country, symbolizing the unification of a disparate nation. Despite marking a historic conflict, the swords are rooted immovably in stone to symbolize a lasting peace. They can never be used again. It's an incredibly moving and historically significant site, absolutely free to visit and a must-see for anyone interested in Viking history. I have personally labeled it the Norway was born here historic site. Adding to the lore is a fun fact from the sagas. Harald reportedly vowed not to cut his hair until he had united all of Norway, a grand gesture made to win the hand of Gyda Eriksdatter, who refused to marry him until he was powerful enough to rule the entire country. Oh, what a romantic King Harald was!
From the Three Swords, it's a lovely scenic walk of about 15 to 20 minutes through some beautiful Norwegian countryside to our next historical gem, the Iron Age Farm. Welcome to the Iron Age Farm. This isn't just a museum. It's a living, breathing reconstruction of a farm from the migration period, around 350 to 550 AD, and predates the Viking Age by 450 years. At this open-air museum, they've rebuilt 3 longhouses on the original foundations of an actual Iron Age settlement. Longhouses generally had a standardized width of 6 to 7 meters, with lengths varying between 21 and 40 meters. The long walls were often slightly convex, making the house wider at the middle than at the gables. It was believed this longhouse housed somewhere from 10 to 50 or more people from multiple families or generations. It has grass turf roof resting on several protective layers of birch bark and earth floors. Builders utilized the rounded rocks strewn throughout the landscape and sparsely available logs to create livable shelters without any mortar. The layout of an Iron Age longhouse was highly standardized, and the dwelling for humans and livestock were under a single roof but separated by an inner partition wall. In contrast to modern HVAC systems, the Iron Age longhouse centered around open fireplaces, or hearths. These hearths provided the primary source of light and warmth, and they were the site of daily domestic activities. There was no guided tour. Instead, we were encouraged to visit the houses on our own, and period-costumed staff were on hand to answer any questions. We enjoyed the conversations we had with the knowledgeable staff.
As a belt along the line of your skirt or dress. I was thinking, because we have some linen headscarves, that I can have this as a line along the line of the scarf. But you can have it as a keychain, but on our costumes we make them for belts or along the clothing.
I see.
You can have a purse, you can needle bind, and then have a little belt of tablet weave pattern along that. So
Is that
many
real?
It's Herman. So it's just to show off money, because fur is a valuable thing we have from the north. And if it's white fur or black fur, it's more
valuable,
expensive. So this is what the coats that the kings more south in Europe would wear. The white fur with the black dot in their capes. So it was a more valuable one, but this fox is a larger piece of fur. So the winter coat here is warmer, so then it's desired elsewhere, where they don't have this.
Visiting the farm is like stepping into a living history book, where instead of just reading about the past, you can feel the weight of a shield, smell the wood smoke of an ancient hearth, and touch the wool of the same sheep breeds that roamed the landscape 1,500 years ago. I got to feed some of the residents too. It's incredibly hands-on and immersive. This is an absolutely fantastic spot for families. There are often activities and demonstrations during peak season, so check their website before you go. I would recommend spending at least an hour to an hour and a half exploring the site, if not longer. Admission costs knock 100, about 10 USD, includes admission to the Museum of Archaeology as well, and valid for 48 hours. Too bad we only had one day at Stavanger and can't take advantage of such great deal, because I heard the museum is awesome with a 4.4 stars on Google reviews.
After all that historical exploration, it's time for a little modern Norwegian comfort. We're taking the bus back to Stavanger Central Station, and conveniently, right there is our pit stop at Espresso House. Now, you might be wondering about Espresso House. It's actually a hugely popular chain, kind of like the Starbucks of Scandinavia. And coffee culture in Norway? It's huge. Norwegians are among the world's biggest coffee drinkers. It's a social ritual, a source of hygge, that uniquely Danish and Norwegian sense of contentment. Expect high-quality brews, delicious pastries, and a warm, inviting atmosphere. It's the perfect place to recharge. Cost-wise, a coffee and a treat will set you back about 80 to 120 NOK, roughly 8 to 12 USD. Fully caffeinated, we're now heading to Stavanger's bustling city center for some window shopping. You'll find a good mix of international brands and local Norwegian boutiques here. So, is it a good idea to shop in Stavanger? Well, Norway is known for being quite expensive, and that definitely applies to shopping. You might find some lovely Norwegian-designed knitwear, outdoor gear, or local handicrafts, but be prepared for higher price tags compared to other European destinations. Stavanger's biggest surprises are its thriving and prominent street art scene. This abundance of public art is largely the legacy of the New Art Festival. For years, the event invited renowned international artists to leave their mark on the city's walls, turning it into a giant open-air gallery. The festival used to happen every year in Stavanger until it was taken over by Aberdeen in Scotland. Though the festival has moved on, its spirit remains in the form of giant murals and hidden gems scattered throughout the urban landscape. Our final stop is Stavanger's most picturesque areas, Gamle Stavanger, the Old Town. Just look at these perfectly preserved, charming white wooden houses. This is Northern Europe's best preserved wooden house settlement, with over 170 houses dating from the late 18th and early 19th centuries. It's absolutely stunning, like a postcard come to life. Now, while it's undeniably beautiful, it's also worth noting a conversation happening here about over-tourism. With so many cruise ships bringing thousands of visitors, residents in Gamle Stavanger sometimes feel overwhelmed. They value their quiet, historical neighborhood. So when you visit, remember to be a respectful guest. Keep your voices down, don't peek into windows, and stick to the public pathways. Let's appreciate this history without disturbing those who call it home, and practice mindful tourism. And just like that, our incredible self-guided day in Stavanger comes to an end. From the vibrant hues of Fargegaten to the ancient sagas of the Three Swords, the living history of the Iron Age farm, a cozy coffee break, the charming streets of Old Town, and a peek into modern Stavanger, we've truly experienced a diverse slice of this fantastic city. Was it worth doing on our own? Absolutely! We spent about $20 per person on bus fare and farm admission. We saved a lot money without sacrificing on the places we wanted to see at our own pace, and uncovered some incredible stories. I highly recommend taking on Stavanger yourself. I hope this guide helps you plan your own unforgettable Stavanger adventure. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more self-guided cruise port tours. Happy travels!